sales last year, so she knows what she's speaking of. And now, maybe you recognize her from the catalog. This is Sharon Zellen. Or maybe you recognize her from Facebook. She always takes her pictures with pilots as she travels. But we love you, and you wanted to do a testimonial. And she couldn't have followed a better person, and I just want you to tell them what you wanted to talk about.
Okay, so we couldn't have planned this better. Hi guys. So I wanted to share something that happened to me recently, and I swear, Tennille and I didn't plan this, and I love that she was up here talking about the double burner grill pan, because I want to tell you a little bit about my show. So I do not a station style, I do a traditional show. And I have like a $1,200 show average, and I sell the rock crock a lot, and I sell the 12-inch skillet a lot. So you heard the word goals mentioned very often here tonight, and I'm going to talk to you about another word that's incredibly important in this business, whether you're looking to book shows, add team members, develop leaders. It's the word being intentional. So intentional is a word that you have to live and die by in the Pampered Chef world. So I want to tell you about what being intentional has meant for me in the past 2 months. So Jill Lerner, who's my director and good friend, we've been friends for 3 years. She's my national executive director.
3 years?
Third, hello. Been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. So Jill Lerner and I have been friends for 40 years. And she called me, we've been friends since 3rd grade. She called me up and she said to me, "Why are you selling the double burner grill pan? It seems like everybody else is." And I said, "I'm not taking that to my shows. It's heavy. You put the 2 grill presses in there. It weighs a ton. I take the 12-inch skillet. I take the rock crock. Leave me alone." And anyone who's on Jill's team will tell you she's annoying. And she was relentless. And she kept, where's Mary? Right there, she's relentless. So she kept calling me and she said, "You know what? You're just gonna have to take it and tell me what happens." And I hate to say that she's right quite often, but when the deep covered baker came out, she said to me, "Why are you taking the deep covered baker?" I said, "I don't think it's big enough for a family of 4. She said, "Stop being an idiot and take it." And it became my #1 seller. Then the rock crock came out and she said, "Why are you taking the rock crock?" I said, "Well, I sell the deep covered baker." She said, "Just try the rock crock." And that became my #1 seller. So I said, "Well, maybe I'll listen to her just to keep her quiet and we'll see what happens." So at the end of April, she didn't stop pounding me and I said, "I'm going to take it for the month of May and I'm going to see what happens." So I take it to my first show on May 2nd and I said, "I'm going to grill chicken for the grilled chicken bruschetta pasta." So I bring it to the show, and talk about prejudging. I pull up, and it's this very small, modest home. And I go in, and there's like 8 girls there. And that night I left selling 3 of them at full price. Like Tennille said, you can absolutely sell them at full price. You know what it's like to have to call Jill up when you get in the car and tell her she was right? Very annoying. Anyway, that continued for the month of May. And the next show that I went to, I sold 8 of them. I could barely even get in the car. I was like shaking. It was a $3,000 show. And that continued the entire month, and I sold $25,000 in May. That is not, that's not what I do. I can tell you that I had never sold $25,000 or anything close to that in the 19 years I've been with this business. So I said, well, maybe this was a fluke. So in June, I continued to take the double burner grill pan. And in June, I sold $15,000. I was away for 9 days in Disney. So my point to you is you need to be intentional about what you're doing with your business. You can't just bring the grill pan. Like Tennille said, you have to cook on the grill pan. You can't just say, this is the grill pan in the catalog, because no one is going to spend $250, like Michael said, unless they see it in action. So if you don't have it, you have to get it. Host your own show, like Michael said, to get it. But if you are looking to add $400, $500, $600 each night that you go out to work, you have to be intentional about the higher priced items. When you develop a passion for something, that's when you're going to sell it. like John said about the business, like the products, like developing leaders. Whatever you're working towards in this business, you have to be intentional about it. You have to wake up every day and say, I want to add more shows to my calendar, and be intentional about it, and you will fill your calendar. You want to sell higher priced items? Bring them and use them. It's as simple as that. This business is very easy. It's about booking shows, adding team members, and developing leaders. That's it. You have all of that right in front of you. We have so much information on the website from your directors, from your upline directors. All you have to do is wake up and be ready to do it. That's it. Wanted to share my story.